Mike Parallax here to entertain you with the help of Ronnie. You know, a profound person once said that if fascism ever comes to America, it'll be through the guise of liberalism. He didn't say guys, but it'll be through liberalism. Think about the liberal philosophy. It's private ownership, private enterprise, and total government regulation and control. Well, this is the liberal philosophy. The conservative, so-called, on the other hand, is limited government. Get off my back. Get out of my pocket. And let me be in charge of my destiny. Mike Parallax. I wanted to do a car rant for a while. It's something that's been on my mind. I'm going to talk about a couple other things. I was trying to figure out how the hell is it possible that Trump was in Alaska 2 weeks ago. He was in Florida on Saturday. And today he's in D.C. And somehow nobody at work, where I work, knows about it. I'm thinking, am I the only one who watches NTD News? Judging by their subscriber base, I don't think that's true. I'm a nerd. I even watch NTD Business News. But, you figure Trump's in D.C. for the first time since leaving office. You figure that'd be big news all over the place. Big news. No, not with the legacy media. Nope. And if you hate Trump, you figured you'd want to know about this. Resurrection or insurrection number 2. Oh my God. Oh my God, he's in D.C. But no, everything's I guess they don't want, just in case he says something that may make people think. That's what they don't want. Jeez. Oh my God. You know, in grade school, I knew this because you learned this in grade school in 8th grade. And, that people who work in government, who make the rules for us lowly peasants, as Nancy would put it, yeah, a congressperson makes over $900,000 annually for life. And I knew that part from grade school, that they got their salary for life. But I wasn't aware of what the amount was these days. And a senator, $3 million a year they get paid. Now I'm not saying, I don't have a problem with the amount. If that's what that says that they get, then that's what they get. It's the way it is. But oh, jeez, apparently it's still not enough for them. They still gotta milk us working class, us small businesses, us farmers. Because apparently their salary isn't enough. Think about that next time. Talk about a big. Think about that next time you think about all what you're paying for gas right now, for food. Think about that next time you hear about $10 billion for a third world country for gender study. Think about that. And the big F you, obviously, our elected officials are given us lowly peasants. Think about that. God. Oh, jeez. And I also wanted to do a rant in the car because my mother and I kind of had a falling out over the Roe v. Wade overturning issue. Now, her argument is, I can't say the word on YouTube, but we'll replace the word with grape. The less than 1% grape cases. And also her argument was there's too many unwanted children. So we kind of had a falling out. But I guess my mom believes that that the females should be able to have their fun, and if you get pregnant, well, that's okay, because no accountability. My body, my choice. Rah, rah, rah. Jeez, think about, God damn, when I was fucking 19, 20 years old, the road my life might have took if I would have made different choices. But I don't blame my ma. She was born female, and females think with their hearts. They have that luxury. Us guys don't have that luxury. We have to think with our minds. We don't have the luxury of thinking with our hearts. But it is kind of a weird feeling, to learn that if your mom, was more aware of her options or had more money, would you even exist? I'm not saying it's not necessarily a bad feeling. It's not necessarily a good feeling. It's a weird feeling. It's like a weird revelation to one's life. Oh, jeez. But I put it this way. I hear arguments for some people about how all the ills in the world that come into being since women. I always defended old school feminism. When I complain about feminism, I'm complaining about second and third wave feminism. I never had a reason to talk down about old school feminism. But for the first time in my life, this feeling I have, it's not a bad feeling, not a good feeling, it's a weird feeling. It makes me at least think maybe these people have a point when they talk about the ills and the evils that have come to being in this world since women have gotten the right to vote. Maybe there is legitimacy to their argument. Oh, Lord God, help me. Tell my mom, you could have gave me up for adoption, and maybe I would have ended up in a way better place. Maybe I would have ended up with a family of means, and would have gotten adopted by a family of means, and maybe gone a little farther in the world with my God-given abilities. Now, on the other hand, I also might have ended up just another victim of the Catholic Church. It's more likely a scenario because my father was brought up Roman Catholic anyways. But I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be all right. Hey, remember that SNL sketch, that old SNL sketch with Eddie Murphy and Joe Piscopo? It's not one of those knee-slapping, roaring, funny skits. It's more one of those ones that are just kind of cute and kind of sweet. Just but it's the one where it's Joe Piscopo and Eddie Murphy, like they're two old guys and they're in a bar, a pub or whatever, and Joe Piscopo is playing piano, and they're old friends, and they're just talking, and Eddie Murphy's character's like, Joe Piscopo asks them, so you were you at work today? You're like, no, man, they laid me off. Oh, man, you gonna be all right? Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna get on the welfare for a while. When people ask me if I'm doing okay, I can say, well, fair. And it's just one of those sketches. It's not necessarily neat, that slapping funny, but it's just sweet. It's just cute. Two old guys just kind of. Oh, Lord God, help me. Yeah. No accountability. My body, my choice. Rah, rah, rah. And these are the same females when they get a little older. Where they look at them like looking at the eyes of a freaking deer about to be hit by a car. Where have all the good men gone? What happened? Why am I not married? Well, you should have been good and smart like Phoebe Katz. Like Phoebe Katz. She's obviously was a good girl and a smart woman. And there's a lot that were good girls and smart, you know, maybe not so much so smart, but they were good girls and they did get the shaft. But there's also the ones that are experts at making you think that they're one of those girls. Well, I think about, man, when I was in my freaking night, I didn't even have a car, man. If I that was probably my saving grace in my life, the fact that I did not have a car when I was 19. Because if I had a car, boy, oh boy. Oh, yeah. My life probably would have gone down a different road. All right. Oh, well, not as long as I thought. Well, I wasn't diddly-daddling, or I actually have to get somewhere. I gotta get milk and the generic version of Monster Zero at Aldi's. Yeah, they have that. Us poor folks, we know all about generic Monster, generic this, generic that. Yeah, I'll probably pick up a thing of blueberries too. All right, Mike Fairlight. This video got a little real. Or a lot real. That's all right. You need to get real from time to time. But yeah, women have the luxury of thinking with their hearts. Us guys, no. We have to think with our minds. That's the only way we're going to make it in this world. Females can live in a fantasy world. Us guys have to live in reality. Mike Paralek, thank you for your time.